62 WESTCREEK JX20. It is what it is now, but we had to do a little work on it, not that much. Let me turn that off. I was using my Joyo pedal. I was using my compressor to get that little droning tone out of the pickups. Now these are Alnico pickups, the original ones that came on it. The humbucker is really good. These two, I can't remember exactly, but I think they measure in the 7 to 8 range, or 6 to 8 range, I can't remember. Now, without those pedals affecting the tone, the humbucker is a little warmer. The middle, also warmer. But with the compressor, a little more high frequency. Add the Joyo. It really drives through there. So you can basically do what you want. So I left these pickups because I didn't feel the need to change them. But we did have to do fretwork. And I can't remember if I changed this nut or not. Anyway, I know it's a bone now. The tuners stayed original. Didn't change them either. They're all pretty good. I believe it came with these posts. Can't remember now. And I had to do a setup. Now in the electrics, when it first came, the humbucker had a push-pull on it. But in the split, it was really kind of thinnish. Actually, yes, I remember it was 8 point something, and these are also measuring 8. So it was like 8, 8, and 8 something. But with the humbucker in this position, it sounded really thin. So I took out the push-pull, and I just put in a regular 500K pot, and left it there, and then the same pot was already here, so I just used it for that. So there's no tone on the guitar. I didn't add one. I used tone from the pedal board and put in the wafer switch. All in all, we had to change. I had to change the springs in the back. I think my buddy J-Man, shout out to J-Man, he had one of these first with the red, mostly red with a white patch over here, and he had to add springs. I think he put 5 in, he changed them all or something like that. I have 3 new ones, not the ones that came with it, but I had bought springs in the past. So I put 3 of mine in that were a little bit, had more tension, they were taut, and adjusted the claw, and I was finally able to get it where it would hold tune with the back of the, can I get it in there? With the back of that bridge just about a business card off the neck, the body, the neck. And the whammy works. It just doesn't hold tune when you use it. Oh yeah, and as I described before, changing the thickness of pick makes a difference. The thinner the pick, the higher the frequency you can get, and as you go progressively thicker, it gets darker. Not when you're hearing it acoustically, but when you're hearing it through the amp. So you can make it sound warmer just by changing your pick to one a little bit harder. I prefer the .46s. I often use the .51. when I want to. And then this is a Fender 71, or is it a 73? 71.71. I also have a jazz pick, which is a little bit harder. This is the Dava pick. This also creates a unique tone, as well as this Dava, which is a different kind of material. I don't know what it is, but I was using this a lot in my early days, and now I found the .46s. Back to the guitar, a full fret level. Now this has been out on my stand here for the better part of the last 2 weeks, and I was playing with it, and it just didn't feel right. It's been in the bag for about 5 months, and it's amazing that it seems like 5 months has gone by, and it doesn't seem like this has been around that long. Like I haven't worked on it that long ago. But yes, it's 5 months, coming up on 6 actually, and I know it just didn't right. So I was looking at it and going, oh, I should adjust that, and then and I was getting all buzzing. So I'm going, what? So I took it over to the bench behind me and did the rocker thing, and I'm going, how come I've got unleveled frets? I mean, I did a fret job on this thing. So I left it there, and I took it back, and I disconnected it, and I redid a fret job again from about here down, and was able to readjust everything. There was originally a very large shim in this neck, but after cleaning out the neck pocket and stuff, I don't think I have a shim in this anymore. And the saddles are, oh yeah, I changed all the height of the screws. They were 10s, I got 8s in there now, so that they're not sticking up and, you know, getting on the palm of your hand. But, you know, other than that, I mean, yes, I did change all of this, and I did change all those screws, but that stayed. I'm pretty sure this stayed. I had to probably cut the nut a little bit. Now, these have rounded ball ends, but they do not specify if they're stainless steel, but they filed like they were stainless steel. They were pretty hard to work on, and then get them all crowned up again. So I'm supposing that this is stainless steel. This roasted maple neck with the satin back on it is really nice, and I still prefer this front out of the what they called the Victorian white, which was basically a white guitar with beige paisley, which I thought was terribly looking. The red one J-Man got, the red with the white splash, I thought was better than the Victorian white. But this Aboriginal from Totem Pole type stuff was my favorite. Okay, I have to admit that I like Aboriginal things and people. Yeah, number 62 on the Hit Parade. This one has the big block, and when I put the cover back on here, I put a piece of foam in there also to stop the springs from vibrating, just in case. Just in case. And we fixed all the stuff with the ferrules, with the washers underneath, because they had drilled the holes too deep. But I mean, these were all minor goof ups that, you know, manufacturing things that they shouldn't have done. I mean, WESTCREEK builds Gibson copies with this on it. They build Gibson copy guitars with neck pockets that should be flat and level and straight, that they would fit a neck properly. Which there is a tiny gap on this thing. It's a little bit too wide on one side. In order for me to get my string spacing, there is a gap in there, and I think I can get, yeah, see, I can get my 51 pick in there. I mean, because it's black, you gotta look really close, but that's not a functional problem, right? That's just a mechanical issue that doesn't affect playability of the guitar now that it's all set up properly. The Dario strings, 9.5 to 44s are on this guitar, and now I'm happy. You know, a second fret job, and this is not the only one that I've taken out recently where I've had to do more frets leveling to get them where I want it to be. The action is absolutely incredible, all the way, you know, boom. And yes, I'm very happy with this one. The next one behind this will be the TT20 from WESTCREEK. It has its own story with neck pockets and things which we'll get into. So, this is 62, and we've come to the end. So, I wanted to let you know that I appreciate all your support. Catch you in the next one.